everybody. How's it going? So I've got a very special guest on today's show. We've got Mr. Adam Steele from Hot Pole Studios. You guys remember Adam? He did the Ultimate Reaper course. We put that out, I don't know, about 3 months ago and whatnot. And a lot of you guys really liked that course. Got you guys a lot of help. And it's always a blast to have Adam on the show. We're supposed to do a UK tour in whenever this pandemic ends. I'm supposed to go over to England. We're going to go check out some awesome manufacturers like Laney and Neve and Zilla Cabs. And, we're going to videotape the whole thing. And, hopefully we're going to get some very special guests on the show. I've been talking with an original singer from a very famous English heavy metal band. And I asked him a couple of years ago if he'd ever be on the show. And he said he was totally down anytime. So hopefully that's going to happen one day. Anyway. So today, Adam and I were just shooting the breeze over a cup of tea, Yeah. Oh, with the Union Jack, no less. All right, fantastic. How very British of you, yes. So we were having a discussion about free plugins, and I thought it'd be cool. We're going to talk each about our top 3 plugins. The free ones we like and that we use all the time, because I just put a new course out called Mixing Metal in Reaper with Free Plugins. So Adam, go ahead. Let's get your first pick.
In at number 1. My favorite plugin that's free that I still use on a regular basis is BOD from TSE Audio. Bass Overdrive. I've used it since version 1, and then version 2 wasn't great, and then version 3, which is the newest one, is really good, and it is a recreation of the Sansamp bass driver pedal. So for anyone who doesn't really know what a Sansamp is, imagine having kind of a tone sculptor for your bass that gives you a bit more presence, a bit more grit, a bit more bite. Not necessarily an all-out fuzz distortion, but so many records have been made with a Sansamp, and this thing is free and is great.
I would agree. I've used that on several projects, including my new course, so I take you through it and show you how to use it and work with it on a bass guitar.
I didn't know you'd used it on the course. That's a testament to its quality right there.
Okay, so I got to go with one I'm using right now, again, on the course, is the Satan Verb. And I've messed around with a lot of free reverbs, and for whatever reason, this thing sounds amazing, it looks amazing, and it just works super cool on a bunch of different sources. And on vocals, it's just absolutely stellar. It's one of the JS plugins, so that's it's in JavaScript, I guess, and it's just specifically to Reaper. But there's like this huge repository of free plugins out there that you can get, and you can install this, and it is absolutely stellar. I'd put it up against any commercial reverb on the market. It really is that good.
Nice.
All right.
I'll be checking that out for sure.
Oh, I would definitely recommend checking it out. I'll have a link to that, and I'm going to have a tutorial up in the next day or two where I'm going to show you guys how to install some of these JS plugins, because it's kind of you got to jump through a few hoops to do it, unfortunately.
Yeah, first time I did it, I didn't get it, and I've been using Reaper for a while, but once you got it, you got it. What's
your next choice, Adam?
Okay, my next choice in at number 2 is Event Horizon, which is a plugin that's in there. It's a Stillwell audio plugin. It's tucked away in the JS section, and it's a clipper, but there's also a limiter clipper version in there. And the interface is terrible. It's 3 sliders, but it's quite useful on a master bus as a master limiter. It's not the best master limiter you're going to find, but if you just need something quick and dirty to send a mix out to someone, they want to hear it kind of loud, you can just crank the volume a little bit, send it off, done.
I can one-up you there. Actually, one of my favorite plugins, I use this all the time, even in my YouTube monologue, is the Loudmax 64 by Thomas Munt. It is the exact same thing. It's a limiter, looks a little nicer. It's as smooth as a Waves L1. I am not shitting you. It is absolutely fantastic. You can put this on a record because it sounds absolutely fucking stellar. If you don't have a copy of Loudmax and you don't want to drop money, you want to get something awesome for absolutely free, highly recommend checking it out.
Next, in at number 3, is Vadim Taranov's 5150. Now, we had a conversation about this a couple of weeks ago. It didn't work for you, which was the strangest thing.
I tried getting it going in. It still doesn't work. I had to put the old 32-bit versions in or something like that to finally get it going. The 64-bit versions don't work. I've talked to Vadim about that, and he sent me a new version. Still didn't work. I don't know what the fuck's going on.
Weird. But I've tried back to back, I think it was 15 different 5150s, real ones, virtual ones, mostly virtual ones. But then I threw in the 5150 combo that I've got, and I don't think I had the real 121 watt at the time. But anyway, it came out on top, and considering it was free, I was just like, wow. And it only does the red channel of the 5150. It doesn't really stray very far from the kind of the noon settings. If you start going to weird places with it, it doesn't sound right. But in that tone that everybody wants, it's a hell of a tone. So yeah, as far as that 5150 sound goes, if you can get it to work, because I know it didn't work for Glenn, that's weird. Check out Vadim Taranov's 5150.
Definitely want to take a look at that and maybe try it out, do an episode on whatnot, because I love finding hidden gems like that and just sharing it with you guys, because there's really some amazing plugins out there that I love using all the time. I'm going to do like a top 10, my favorite one, but I thought this would be kind of cool to get a different perspective as well. For number 3 for me, I think I got to go with the Tokyo Dawn Labs compressor. It looks gorgeous and it sounds great. It's not quite as strong as a number of other compressors, but it does do the job. It's great on a vocal or toms. I really like it in that respect. I'm not sure about a snare drum, maybe a drum bus, not quite for a crush bus, but for maybe for room mics, that kind of thing. It's not too bad at all. It's kind of hard to fuck it up, actually.
That's good, especially when you're learning. You don't want plugins that you can get a great sound from in one position and it sounds terrible in everything else. I've learned that the hard way. Someone says to me, "Oh, that's the best plugin ever," and unless you get it in the exact settings, no.
All right, so that's mine and Adam's favorite 3 free plugins. Now, if you guys want to learn more about free plugins, especially in Reaper, I've got a brand new course out called Mixing Metal in Reaper with free plugins. And it's 6.5 hours long. It's an 88-track metal epic with a full symphony going on, harmonized vocals, a real grand piano, a real contrabass, and like 3 movements. It's pretty insane. The track is called Medusa. And I show you how to get this mix with nothing but free plugins. Now, the course is going for $67, but for $87, you can get the Pro Bundle, which will include myself and Warren Hewitt doing an exclusive live stream where we review your mix and give feedback on it. And what's super cool is for $127, you'll get all that, plus you'll get Adam's Ultimate Reaper Guide, which is absolutely freaking amazing. I've said this before, I'll say it again. Adam did an absolutely masterful job on it. And if you're starting out with Reaper and you don't know exactly what you're doing yet, that is the course to get, because he takes you through an entire project from tracking to mixing to exporting. Everything shows you how to hook everything up. It is the ultimate beginner's course you can get for Reaper, whereas mine's a little bit more medium to advanced level mixing.
The course that Glenn's done, I think, I've done the basics and the groundwork and all the nitty-gritty of how Reaper works, and then Glenn's taken that and then gone, right, from there, this is how you get this mix, without spending any more money. So, there you go.
Yeah, exactly. For the price of a plugin, you can get a course that's not only going to show you where to get all these amazing free plugins, but how to use them as well. Anyway, thanks so much for watching. Thanks for subscribing. Links for everything are in the description below. Stick around. Next episode, I think, is going to be how to get those JS plugins working, because, like I said, it's a bit tricky, and I definitely want to do a dedicated video and show you guys what that's all about. Anyway, Adam, as always, it's a real pleasure having you on the show, and he'll be back real soon. Hopefully one of these days I'm going to get to go to England and hang out with him.
Always welcome.
All right, take it easy, bud.